Hello everyone, myself Navneet Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for your GATE examination. So my dear students, in the previous video we have seen that how radiation is occurring and how that we are having that different kind of wavelengths. Okay, we have read the electromagnetic spectrum, we have read the radiation, that how it is occurring and all. So in this video we will be discussing about the laws, okay, the laws of black body radiation. So as we have seen the black body, so first of all we will study everything for the black body, then we will compare that black body to our different surfaces with the term called emissivity we will see. Okay, and then you can easily predict or you can easily calculate the radiation heat exchange between any bodies. Okay, when you are calculating for the black body you can easily calculate by for the other bodies, my dear students. So that's why we are studying the laws for black body radiation. So let us see. What is black body radiation laws, or we can say laws of black body radiation, my dear students. And these are borrowed from where? We have taken them or we have borrowed them from the physics directly into the heat and mass transfer. So let us see the first one. What is your first one? Your first one is, my dear students, Planck's law. Your first one is the Planck's law. Planck's, or maybe you have seen the Planck's equation before, Planck's law. So why we are studying that Planck's law? Let us see what it is defining. So if there is a black body, let us say if there is any black body, this is your black body, okay, and when this is your black body, this may be emitting some radiation, because we have seen in the previous video that if any body is absorbing, that black body is absorbing the radiation completely, okay, that's why also emitting the radiation completely. Okay, so this will emit some radiation, my dear students, some radiation in the form of what? In the form of electromagnetic waves. We have seen electromagnetic waves, okay. So when this is emitting the radiation, this may be emitting radiation over different wavelengths, my dear students, over different wavelengths, okay, different wavelengths we have seen, okay. Now when this body, that black body is emitting radiation at different wavelengths, can we calculate the total radiation emitted? Yes, we can calculate, but in this law we will be only calculating the total emassive power of a body, of a black body at particular wavelength, that is your monochromatic wavelength. So if you want to calculate that radiation heat exchange, let us say by radiation, or generally what we are using the emissive power E, okay. So at a particular wavelength for black body at lambda, then you can use this law, use this law. So this law is giving you the monochromatic emissive power at particular wavelength. How you can calculate? Let us see. We know that EB is given by, EB at particular wavelength you can calculate. Let us calculate first. Let us see first EB. So EB is given by C1 e to the lambda to the power minus 5 divided by e to the power C2 by lambda t, my dear students, C2 by lambda t minus 1, okay. So from here at that particular lambda you can calculate the monochromatic emissive power of a black body. So what it is giving? So Planck's law gives, what it gives, my dear students? Planck's law, hope you have understood this. Planck's law, or it gives the monochromatic emissive power of a black body at particular, we have seen particular means lambda, particular wavelength, my dear students, wavelength, okay, at particular wavelength or monochromatic emissive power of a black body at particular wavelength it is giving. So if you will see the graph, so you can calculate the emissive power of any body, let us say lambda is there, emissive power is there of a black body. So at particular wavelength you can easily calculate the emissive power. Let us say you are calculating at lambda, you can also calculate at lambda 2, you can also calculate at lambda 2, lambda 3, my dear students, lambda 1 and lambda 2. You can calculate the emissive power of a black body at particular wavelength. So that's how you are calculating the emissive power of a black body, my dear students. Okay, so hope it is clear. So what it is giving? This is giving you the total radiation emitted at a particular wavelength, and where C1 and C2 are constant, my dear students. So this is giving you emissive power at particular wavelength, and here we have seen that C1 and C2 are constants, my dear students, constants. Okay, so this is your Planck law. Let us move on to the next one, which is your Stefan-Boltzmann law. So let us move on to the next one, which is your Stefan-Boltzmann law. So similarly for the Stefan-Boltzmann law, if you will see what it is defining, let us see. Now second we are studying your Stefan-Boltzmann law. Okay, so what it is giving, what it is defining, let us see. We know the particular at particular wavelength, what is your particular black body power. We can calculate directly C1 lambda to the power minus 5 divided by C2, or directly that we have e to the power C2 by lambda t, my dear students, minus 1. We have this equation. Yes sir, we have this equation. So at particular wavelength I have, so if I want to calculate the total emissive power, particular wavelength Planck is defining. Now in this Stefan-Boltzmann law, we want to calculate the total radiation emitted by the body. Let us say if I have a body and that is emitting radiation at different wavelengths. If I have a, let us say, a black body, I have, let us say this is your black body. This is your black body, my dear students. And what it is doing? It is emitting radiation from different surfaces at different wavelengths. Let us say lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, and up to infinite, lambda infinite. Okay, lambda infinite. So up to some wavelengths, it is emitting radiation in all directions at particular wavelengths. Okay, so let us say, like if I am taking EB this side, EB, that is monochromatic emissive power of a black body, and lambda this side. So I will have at constant temperature, I will have some kind of graph like this. So we have seen sun. Let us take the example of sun only, which is having the temperature at 5800 Kelvin. That is 5800 Kelvin. So in this case, if you want to calculate the total emissive power, that is from lambda 1 to lambda 2, my dear students, or lambda 2, or you can calculate directly for the infinite. That is lambda 1 is equal to 0 wavelength to infinite wavelength. You want to calculate the total, because this will give you what? This will give you the total emissive power. This will give you the total emissive power of a black body. This area will give you the total emissive power of a black body. So how can you calculate? Let us see. So you know this. So if you want to calculate the total emissive power, you have to integrate this. You have to integrate this with respect to lambda, from lambda 1 to lambda 2, which is infinite. So if you want to calculate the total emissive power, then you will have, that is your total emissive power is given by total emissive power of black body is given by integrating this equation with respect to lambda, my dear students, from 0 to infinite. So you are integrating what? This equation from 0 to infinite with respect to what? With respect to with respect to d lambda, that is lambda, my dear students, and from here you can have your total emissive power, that is summed over all wavelengths. That is nothing but, you can take a small note here, it is giving summed over all wavelengths, my dear students, wavelengths, my dear students, okay, summed over all wavelengths, and you will have that value is equal to 5.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 e to the power 4. 5.88 into 10 to the power 8 minus 8 e to the power 4. I'm not doing this because it's a little bit lengthy, you can see in the books, or I will be defining it later. So this will become sigma t to the power 4, where sigma is Stephen Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant, my dear students, where sigma is Stephen Boltzmann constant. So what it is giving? So it is giving nothing but the total emissive power, that is EB total of a black body, which is given by sigma t to the power 4. T to the power 4. So we can define this. How we can define this? We can define this. It gives the total emissive power of a black body, that we can say it gives total emissive power, that is radiation emitted by the black body, emissive power of a black body, my dear students. So I am talking about only black body, my dear students, black body, my dear students, okay, total emissive power of a black body it is giving. So we have calculated, now we have seen that how we can calculate the total emissive power of a black body. How can we calculate the total emissive power or emissive power of a black body at particular wavelength by Planck's law? Let us see the third one, which is most important, my dear students. In this case, the unit will be what? Watt per meter square Kelvin to the power 4, because I have not taken area, that I have taken per unit area, my dear students. This is nothing but your per unit area, my dear students. So let us see the third one. The third one is what? The third one is your Wien's displacement law. Wien's displacement law, my dear students. So what Wien's have done, just he have used this equation only which we are using. So he have used this equation only. So he is using this equation, that is your EB lambda. I hope you remember now this equation. This is not so hard, that is lambda to the power minus 5 divided by C2, that is e to the power C2 by lambda t minus 1, my dear students. You know this equation. So what Wien's have done, he have just, let me write the heading first. Wien's displacement law, my dear students. Wien's displacement law. So what he have done is, he have just kept, so he have taken temperature constant, okay, he have taken the temperature constant and just deriving or just calculating the emissive power at different wavelengths, my dear students, at different wavelengths. So let us see. So first what he have done is, he is calculating the total emissive power, that is EB, and that is lambda in this direction. So what he have done is, he have just taken the temperature, that is T is equal to constant, my dear students, constant, okay. Now let us see what will happen. Now when he have taken the constant temperature, so the graph, let us say this, I am plotting this graph, and this will be at particular, let us say at some particular temperature, okay. Now what he have done is, that is at particular temperature, let us take it temperature T1, my dear students. Now again he have kept the constant temperature, he have taken the third case, then fourth case, Okay, and he have calculated the points where the maximum emissive power is occurring, where he have calculated the points where maximum emissive power is occurring, my dear students. Let us take that is your lambda 1 at T1, lambda 2 at T2, and lambda 3 at T3, lambda 3 at T3. And you can see from this graph, when you are plotting this, let us take it T3, okay, where T3 is equal to constant, this is also constant, this is also constant. Now you can analyze from this, as the wavelength is decreasing in this direction, as the wavelength is decreasing in this direction, the graph of this temperature versus graph at this particular temperature for emissive power in this direction is shifting towards left, my dear students. So what he is calculating is, that is nothing but, that is in this graph you will see that this is the maximum emissive power, that is EB lambda 1 max, that is your EB lambda 2 max. Okay, now this is your at temperature third EB lambda 3 max. So at some particular wavelength you are getting some maximum emissive power of the body, and also when you will analyze this wavelength, the wavelength when the temperature we are increasing, or we can see, let us say, when we are decreasing the wavelength, what is happening? When we are decreasing the wavelength, what is happening, my dear students? This graph is shifting towards this direction, my dear students, this direction, and this will give you something, that the maximum emissive power at that particular wavelength. So this will give you something for the range displacement law. What it will give? This will give the maximum emissive power of black body at particular wavelength, or we can say the high penetration, my dear students, high penetration radiation. How you can understand this? So first of all, I will take now, maybe you have understood. So lambda into T is equal to nothing but some constant which is having some value is equal to 2897.1. So at particular temperature T, this is giving the maximum emissive power. Okay, we have seen now. So this is, I'm taking, that is lambda maximum, and lambda maximum means where, that is wavelength at which maximum emission is occurring. That is not maximum, that is the lambda max does not mean that this is the wavelength is maximum. This means that at this particular wavelength, this is giving you what? The maximum emissive power of a black body. So if you will see, this will be something like this. This will be something like this, my dear students. This will be something like this. So this graph will be something like this. Okay. Now, so what we can observe from this graph? So what we can observe? That we can observe that emission is continuous over all wavelengths. Yes or no? So what we can conclude from here? That emission is number 1. So we can conclude this. Number first, conclusions from the graph. Conclusions for the graph. From the graph we have to take. From the graph. Okay. Now first of all, what is happening? That it is giving some it is giving maximum emissive power at particular wavelength. So what you have done is you have just used this equation. You have calculated all the emissive powers, and you are just taking that maximum emissive power of that body, and you are just defining that graph. Okay. Now let us see. So what it is giving, and it is also giving you something. What it is also giving you. It is also giving you. Number second is your. It is giving maximum emissive power at a particular wavelength. So we can calculate the wavelength from the graph. We can calculate the wavelength of maximum emission by differentiating EB lambda. How? That we will do the differentiation of EB lambda with respect to some lambda, d lambda, and we will cap it equal to 0, and we can easily calculate the lambda where the maximum emissive power is occurring, my dear students. Maximum emissive power is occurring. Also, we can conclude as the wavelength is decreasing, emissive power is increasing. Emissive power is increasing as the wavelength is decreasing. Emissive power is increasing. That means at shorter wavelengths, emissive power is high. Or we can say at shorter wavelength, penetration will be high. Penetration of radiation will be high, my dear students. In this case, if you will see, the temperature T3 is greater than T2 is greater than T1. So as the temperature is increasing, okay, power is increasing. Number 4, we can conclude as temperature is increasing, graph is shifting towards left, my dear students, towards left. As the penetration is increasing, you can see the graph is shifting towards where? It is shifting towards left, my dear students. This side it is shifting. This side it is shifting. Okay. Now, and already you know for this that lambda max and T is equal to constant. This equation will be used number of times in every calculation for the next numericals and all, my dear students. And this is also important for gate point of view, because so many times they have asked question for this, that is your lambda max. So in this Wien displacement law, this is up to it. Now let us move on to the second law, which is your Kirchhoff's law. My dear students. Let us see what is your Kirchhoff's law. Number 3 is your Kirchhoff's law. So number 3 one is your, my dear students, Kirchhoff's law. So what it is telling, that under thermal equilibrium, under thermal equilibrium, the ratio of emissive power of body to absorptivity is constant, my dear students, is constant. So ratio of emissive power of the body and absorptivity is constant he is giving. Let us see. So he is defining that ratio of any emissive power of the body, any body, divided by your absorptivity alpha is equal to constant. Very good. Now when this value is constant, can I compare this with the black body? Let us say if there is any body, some body, simple body or any body you can take, and there is another body which is your black body. Black body. This body is having some emissivity. Let us say absorptivity, emissivity, and reflectivity, my dear students, transmittivity, whatever it is having, and that is for alpha. This is having alpha, some emissivity, some reflectivity, some transmittivity, my dear students. So if I will look for a black body, this condition is for any body. Now let us look for the black body. So if I will take the case of black body, so E of black body divided by alpha of black body is equal to constant. Yes or no? Is equal to constant. So can I compare this with this because both are constant? Let us take. So E upon alpha is equal to EB upon alpha B. So what is the absorptivity we have seen for the black body? So absorptivity for the black body is nothing but equal to 1, my dear students. Nothing but equal to 1. So this value will become equal to 1. So I will have something which is nothing but E by EB is equal to alpha. E by EB is equal to alpha, or we can say is equal to alpha. And also we know that E by EB. So if we want to calculate power of any body, we have seen this is equal to nothing but emissivity into absorptivity. Means I have told you several times that if we know the emissive power of a black body, by considering the fraction of emissivity, we can calculate the emissive power of any body at any surface. Okay, so this will be equal to your E, my dear students. So we can say that E is equal to alpha. So our Kirchhoff's law is giving that absorptivity is equal to emissivity for a body. Emissivity for any body, my dear students. Okay, so absorptivity will be equal to emissivity under thermal equilibrium, my dear students. This is giving. So this was your Kirchhoff's law. Okay, now this much we have in this session, my dear students, and you can use this law. We will be using these laws in the next sessions. So let us see. So thank you so much, my dear students.